This is St. Louis on the Air from St. Louis Public Radio. I'm Elaine Cha. The St. Louis band Salt of the Earth is celebrating its 20th anniversary with a concert tomorrow evening at the Focal Point in Maplewood. The Roots group has 6 albums of original music. Here's A Part of Me That Dreams off their 2016 album.
A part of me that dreams, wants to be out from all this in between, where the lines and the waves meet the sea. There's so much more just beyond that grassy hill. We haven't even started to drinking half our fill. Flying low, flying high, standing still. What we think, what we live, what we take, what we give, brings us all to our place. A bitter pill, a warm embrace. Part of me.
That's A Part of Me That Dreams from Salt of the Earth's 2016 album, Unspoken. On vocals and playing rhythm guitar is Lynne Reif. She had the idea for the band in the early aughts after previously playing in a local alt-country band.
I left that experience wanting to have kind of a more authentically acoustic sound, still being plugged in, but I really wanted the music, the melody, the rhythm to kind of come through. And so my main, I guess, focus at the beginning was I did not want to have drums. I wanted to have strings, I wanted to have bass, and I wanted to have, rich melodies. And that's kind of how I started with just the whole concept.
20 years is a long time for a band to be together. Lynne says she credits that longevity to an equal partnership among the band members, herself, Mike Schrand on bass and vocals, Jake Brookman on cello, and Jim Heeger on lead acoustic guitar.
We are 4 members who get along so easily, and I would say have become like family. And it hasn't been anything that we've tried to do. I think we have each, similar appreciation for the style of music we're playing. We have a mutual respect for each other and each other's kind of role in the band. And there aren't really, it's just kind of a very eclectic sound that everybody has equal input to.
Band member Mike Schrand, who along with Lynne Reif writes the songs, agrees. And if Mike's name or voice sounds familiar, it might be because he's St. Louis Public Radio's morning host. Mike attributes the group's staying power to its makeup, 4 people without a lot of ego.
Sometimes when you get people who have a sense of self that's of a certain magnitude, you're going to get some rubbing up and some friction there. We're always very open with each other and we've always been very close as friends, and we listen to each other. And even when things are tense, we don't let ourselves get in the way of things too much. We kind of let them play out. And it always ends up working out pretty well. And we've been through a lot of things together. I think it's kind of like a relationship. Like you go through a lot of things together, and either the relationship lasts or it doesn't.
Here's Mike Schrand on lead vocals on the band's 2019 song, Run You Down.
I've been staring at the ceiling, somehow can't shake this feeling. A shoe I don't own is gonna drop. I've been searching for some remedies, even getting on my knees, anything to make these fears stop. If you're feeling satisfied, you'd better turn around. Don't you feel something rumbling underground? When they stake their claim, that's when they run you down.
And for Mike's part, celebrating 20 years comes out of staying true to why the band got started in the first place.
We play songs that we write. We do them straightforward and simply. There's not a lot of adornment. It's 2 guitars, bass and cello. And in the beginning, I was messing with other instruments, baritone guitar, and sometimes Jim would try something different. But we generally get back to the roots of what is the simplest thing to do.
Salt of the Earth celebrates its 20th anniversary with a concert tomorrow night at the Focal Point in Maplewood. Doors open at 7:30 and the show begins at 8. You can find more details at thefocalpoint.org. And let's go out of today's show with Salt of the Earth's 2019 song, Water's Edge.
If you find me in the river at the water's edge, would you pull me back to shore no matter what we said? 'Cause I would want it. Yeah, I would need it. There's something about the sparkle in your quiet eyes. Reminds me of the summer when we stared at the sky and we could feel it as we lay there.
This episode was produced and edited by executive producer Alex Hoyer. Audio engineering and podcast design by Aaron Dorr.
St. Louis on the Air is a production of St. Louis Public Radio. Understanding starts here.
St. Louis on the Air proudly supports local artists by using music from Life Creative Group.
Do you find yourself regularly listening to episodes of St. Louis on the Air? Suggest us to a friend you think might enjoy our conversations, and leave us a review and rating on Apple Podcasts on the App Store. It's the simplest way to help people discover our show. Thank you.
St. Louis Public Radio is a member-supported service of the University of Missouri St. Louis.
Support comes from the Missouri Forest Products Association, committed to conservation and careful management of the state's forests to make them more resilient and better habitats for wildlife. ChooseWood.com.